My whole point is there are people out there who had Facebook posts taken down, were called kooks, conspiracy theorists, for saying publicly a year ago what we now say may be possible. And I think those people deserve an apology at a minimum. Thank you.
Does Bill Gates want to implant us all with 5G microchips alongside the COVID-19 vaccine? Internet users have accused the billionaire of deliberately spreading the virus in order to control the world's population using geo-localized 5G microchips. And celebrities haven't been immune to spreading the rumours. In May 2020, the French actress Juliette Binoche shared with her 300,000 Instagram followers the following message.
These are operations international finance groups, mostly American, have been organizing for years. They're manipulating us without wanting to sound paranoid. The vaccines they're working on are a part of it. No to microchip implants for everyone. No to Bill Gates' operations. No to 5G.
This is completely false.
And then the one that's particularly interesting to me is that no, neither I, and I believe I can speak for Bill Gates, have put a chip into the virus when it gets injected in you. That might seem ludicrous, but there really are things as ridiculous as that are being circulated. So I want you all...
The Pentagon has invented a new microchip which detects COVID-19 in your body.
And then the one that's particularly interesting to me is that no, neither I, and I believe I can speak for Bill Gates, have put a chip into the virus when it gets injected in you. That might seem ludicrous, but there really are things as ridiculous as that are being circulated. So I want you all...
In partnership with MIT, Bill Gates has developed a new technology that allows vaccines to be injected under your skin along with your medical records. The quantum dot tattoo will implant an invisible certificate that can be scanned by authorities using a cell phone app and infrared light.
And in Sweden, increasing numbers of people have implanted microchips with proof of their vaccination into their hands since the nation announced new COVID restrictions. When scanned, all of a person's information about their vaccination status is shown on a reader or phone. It's also a way to link devices implanted in your body to the internet. Dale Hurd, CBN News.
Just imagine having a microchip implanted in your hand as proof of vaccination.
Gates has invested over $1 billion in Earth Now's global surveillance project. The project will launch hundreds of satellites into space, which will allow for the 24/7 monitoring of all people everywhere. In partnership with MIT, Bill Gates has developed a new technology that allows vaccines to be injected under your skin along with your medical records. The quantum dot tattoo will implant an invisible certificate that can be scanned by authorities using a cell phone app and infrared light.
Eventually, what we'll have is certificates of who's a recovered person, who's a vaccinated person. So eventually there will be this digital immunity proof.
My whole point is there are people out there who had Facebook posts taken down, were called kooks, conspiracy theorists, for saying publicly a year ago what we now say may be possible. And I think those people deserve an apology at a minimum. Thank you.
But, you know, guys, listen. it's a shame where this is going, but unfortunately, this needed to happen. So everything that's happening now, the breakdown of the country, the fucking constant bitterness, the division, all of this shit needed to happen. It was supposed to happen. This was written for us a long time ago. And though when I was a kid, I really didn't subscribe to it or believe it, but now I'm starting to believe it. And believe it or not, guys, here's the fucked up shit. And I hate to admit to this, but the Israelites, right? Those are the guys that used to hang out on 42nd Street. They used to scream at white people, "You white devil," and, you know, like run around with the devil horns, and "You fucking white people fucked us over." But they used to stop yelling at white people for like 5 minutes, and they used to talk about the mark of the beast and all this other crazy shit that is happening now. That being said, these same guys who hated white men read a white guy's book called Behold a Pale White Horse, or Behold a Pale Horse, right? They read this book, and they were saying that shit. And in that book, it said the same thing. Guys, it's just insane how the people we ignored, who were standing on the street corner with their signs about the end is near, or some crazy shit was going to happen, we ignored them. We ignored the Israelites, who, listen, again, I don't subscribe to them. I don't. But for everything they said when I was a kid, it's coming true.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what
everything,
you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people. And you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intention.